Oh, hey guys. Glad to see you all again. It's been a while. Yeah, as some of you may have saw my post that I put on YouTube, as well as Patreon. I took the last week off to deal with some personal issues, and I mean, it's family issues. Ultimately, those have led to this video, though. Those issues. Basically, a lot of you probably know I am married. My wife is Amy. She's been in some of the videos, so have my children. She is a travel nurse, so the reason that we were doing all the traveling, which led to me starting this channel, well, we've been together a long time, like 16 years. And any of you who are married will know marriage is tough because you have to keep yourself happy, keep your spouse and family happy, and getting it all done is very difficult. Well, Amy and I are right now having some issues. She actually is not even staying with me right now. She is staying down at her mother's. Hopefully it won't be too long and she'll be back. But like I said, it led me to today's story. This is a special episode because today I am going to tell you, I'm going to talk about our story, how we met, fell in love, and everything that led up to where you guys started watching. Right after this. Alright, like I said before the intro, today's video is not a typical normal video. It's not true crime or anything, or filming locations, nothing like that. So if that's what you're here for, just skip past it. Right after this, we're going to get back to a normal schedule, even though Amy is not here with me at the time being, but hopefully we can work this out and she'll come back soon. But we got to move on. So right after this, we'll get back to a normal schedule. So if this isn't your thing, just skip past it, come back for the next video. We'll be back to normal. All right. Today, as I said, I'm going to tell the story of how we met, how we fell in love, which was actually really quick. It was almost like we knew right away. And the major events of our life leading up until now. Hopefully we can work this out, but I wanted to make a special video for Amy because I do love her and I don't want us to have problems. We've been together a long time now and you're gonna have problems. Any couple has problems. There's no perfect couple. Marriage is great, but it can be challenging and stressful at the same time. So far, Amy and I have had our challenges, but we've made it so far. And hopefully this is just another hiccup in the road, hopefully. We're gonna go back in time though, and I'm gonna tell you how we met and all of that. Amy and I have now been together 16 years. That's a long time. We haven't been married all of that time officially, but we've been together that long. Looking back onto it though, 16 years ago, it was like we were completely different people. About 15 years ago now, this empty, vacant building right here in front of us was a nightclub. It was called Celebrations. It has changed a few times in the last 16 years. Now it appears to be nothing. Looks like they're painting it. The year was 2003. I was fresh out of high school and just living life, enjoying. I was out of school. I had even signed up for college here in Montgomery, Auburn University of Montgomery. I had a lot of friends that I had made. They all come here to this nightclub on a regular basis. It was open on Thursday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday nights. One night, I was standing inside of there. I wasn't 21, so I wasn't able to drink, but you can enter the club at 18 and dance and have a good time. When a girl caught my eye dancing, she was there with a couple of her friends. It was Amy. Now here I am, I see her, and they're dancing this really hot girl. I wasn't a guy who had a lot of confidence. I didn't. I wasn't great at going up and talking to women or meeting women. And in fact, I still, even throughout our marriage, I never had a lot of confidence. And it didn't get, when I finally decided to make the jump into making these YouTube videos and putting myself out there for the world to see, I never really had a lot of confidence in myself until that point. And it took that, unfortunately, it took me getting over that fear of being in front of the camera to make these videos to get me over. So the majority of my life, even meeting her and after meeting her, I just didn't have a lot of confidence in myself. At about the same time as I was meeting her there in Celebrations, she was moving, or had just moved, from an apartment she had out on the other side of town into this apartment building right here behind me. It turns out we actually had mutual friends, and there was one day she needed to move some of her stuff, and they needed someone with a pickup truck. Well, I had one. It was arranged that I would take her there, help her get her stuff, and bring it back. And that whole car ride, we just got to talk and hang out, and we had a good time. Later that night, that I got a phone call from her wanting to know if I would come meet her at the club. I said okay, and we met there. One of the first nights we were together, we left the club, and I came and slept over. And then pretty much I was living here with her at the time. So we lived here together in these apartments for a short while. We were still here in these apartments the very first time I ever rode a horse, as a matter of fact. We had no furniture. We were using, the little $15 fold out chairs you get to go to sporting events and stuff from Academy. We were using those as living room furniture. While we were combining our single lives and our married lives together, we both had jobs, we were both working. We did that for quite a few years, actually. We still did other stuff. We had both of our children, Lily and Parker, were both born, well, you all already know, February 14th is Valentine's Day. February the 16th is her birthday. So year of 2010, I decided we should get married. And we did. We didn't have a big ceremony or anything. We just went down to the courthouse. And in 2010, we were finally married after being together for, 7 years at that point. Now, right there at that time, she had just started nursing school. I was working. I was an auto mechanic. We had both of our kids. I think that time period there when all that took place was probably one of the roughest and most stressful that we've had in the entire 16 years. Mechanics during the winter, it's like there's not a whole ton of work, and most of the time you get paid by commission. So I was making money, but it wasn't like I was making an outrageous amount. She went from having a job to not having a job anymore because she was devoted full-time to nursing school. We did have both of our kids who were still very young,
at that age, and they were costing an arm and a leg. That was probably one of the more tougher times that we had. She graduated nursing school and everything changed. Everything where it had seemed stressful the few years prior had started turning around on us. An opportunity came. A travel nursing company wanted her to come work for them. We would have to leave the state, but it was a great opportunity for her nursing resume, and it was an opportunity for us to get out and see something else besides Alabama. So we ultimately took it. So we packed up everything and went to West Virginia. We spent a year in the mountains of West Virginia while she did this travel nursing assignment in Elkins, West Virginia. While we were there, that's where we got the love for traveling. We went up into the mountains. West Virginia is just full of waterfalls. We got to go see a whole bunch of them. We did a lot of hiking, and we got to travel up into Pittsburgh. We did so much fun stuff, and that's where the love for traveling came from. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and it was at that point I said, you know, hey, I see all these other people making these YouTube videos. I enjoy filming and photography. I should start doing this and showing other people what these places are all about. We're getting to see them, and there's a good chance that some other people in the world may never get to see these places. Well, I should film them. Fast forward to now, we are over 11,000 subscribers strong. We've been to all kind of crazy places, and we've got a whole bunch of crazy places we're going to be going to coming up. Amy and I we've had our fair share of problems, but you always find a way to overcome them.
After that, we did a short time in South Carolina, and then we've pretty much been here in Alabama since. She's actually no longer in Dothan now. She's in between assignments, so it's very stressful. Where we are right now, it's very stressful because even though she's with the same travel company, it's just like starting a new job. So she has to do drug testing and paperwork and all this stuff. So in between her assignments, we usually wind up having to go a week or two without a paycheck, which is very difficult. The stress of that really kick-started the problems that we're having now, which led to her leaving to go to her mom's. You know, hopefully within the next week or so, she'll be able to begin working, and that'll alleviate some of the financial stress that's on us right now. But from here, I don't know where it's going to go. We will just have to see. I will keep you all updated and let you know what's going on for here. It's been a long 16 years, and it's been a great 16 years. We've had our ups, we've had our downs, but I really love her. And you know, when you find someone that you love, you know that's the one, you do what you have to do to make it work. And I know that you're going to be watching this, Amy, so I do love you, and I wish you would come back home. I want to thank all of you who watched. Thank you all so much. I'm gonna end it now since we've made it through the story, but after this we will be getting back to a normal schedule, so we'll start doing our normal videos. So thank you all for sticking with me during this short time that I took off. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. And if you want to help support our future endeavors, our future travels, check out the links down in the description box below. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them down there. I believe so. Just check them out. And if you don't, that's okay too. As long as you keep watching. Thank you all. I hope you have a great day. And hopefully the situation will work itself out. Again, I'll keep you informed.